There's a Kick streamer whose name I've treated like Voldemort over the last year or so. I've never bothered talking about her because that's the only thing she cares about is her name leaving people's lips, no matter how negative it is. She exists for one sole purpose, to make everyone around her angry at her. It's in her delusional mind, the brain parasites tell her that that's a good thing. So I've just never bothered insulting her or making fun of her because that's like having sex with a cuck's wife. It's exactly what they want. But today she did something particularly heinous.
Right?
No.
No. All right. You know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right now.
I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, ready? Oh! Wait, what the fuck?
I love how she's somehow surprised that the lady jumped in after she spent the better part of 15 minutes trying to convince her to jump in and even tried to bribe her with $20 to do so. And now all of a sudden she's fucking soy-facing, shocked that the lady actually did it. So I went back and I watched most of the stream, which was... I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. Now, she's gone viral in the past for other degenerate activity, such as wearing painted-on pants at a gym, or doing a kidnapping children prank and faking a ton of shit around all of her other work to try and cause as much controversy as possible to farm clout off of it. But this one is a little bit different. So, the lady she had jump in is someone who apparently cannot swim. She said that she can only float and can't swim. And I initially thought that this was just more staged, phony baloney, garbage. But from a couple of the articles I read, they're reporting that the fire department in the area really did pull a woman out of that lake on this day. So it does seem like it's real.
Yeah, do you want to have a play date?
You want to jump in with me?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it with you.
I'd rather go skinny dipping with you if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll do
Chad,
it.
They're all saying you're sexy and shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're all saying W woman, she's thick as fuck. You should jump in the water to find it for me.
Well, why don't you jump in with me?
I'll give you $20.
$20?
Yeah, that's a W.
No, come
that's
on,
a good deal.
jump in with me.
$20.
Hot.
Yeah, so you go in.
No, you gotta go in.
You go in. You try to find the scanner.
Said you're gonna jump in with me.
I'll jump in after you.
We're jumping together.
The Kick streamer is on a scavenger hunt trying to locate the final Dragon Ball so she can finally make a wish to be something other than the failure that she is, and she encounters this woman who's on the dock. And she tries to convince that woman to jump in the water to look for the tracker that she's trying to hunt. So she's putting on a fucking Shark Tank pitch here, saying that she'll give the lady $20 to jump in, and that, she'll follow once she jumps in, this and that, and then basically he's just trying to farm her for content so that way the stream can laugh at this lady jumping in the water when the streamer never had any plans of doing so. And their interaction lasts like 10-ish minutes before the lady jumps in the water, and it seems as though she's quite vulnerable. So it's extremely fucking sad to see her being exploited by this Kick degenerate here and put into a position that's life-threatening because allegedly she can't swim, which is why the fire department eventually got called, which you do see on stream a bit later.
Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes,
Yeah, you did.
did.
Just,
You said you were gonna.
thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys get off the stop.
Wait, who is that? What the fuck is going on? We should... I don't even...
I can't swim. I can only float.
Oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. No, please.
You can really see the concern wash over each of their smiling faces as they're confronted with the very real possibility that that woman might drown and die because of the streamer's actions. I really wish this streamer had stuck with her OnlyFans as opposed to trying to pivot her career into just being an absolute insufferable piece of shit. I know her OnlyFans was flopping harder than Morbius, but by God, I mean, it might save lives if she had just stuck with it. The butterfly effect you can never fully comprehend until it's too late. So anyway, the woman that she has prodded into jumping in the water is now saying that she can't swim, and they're laughing about it because she might die, and to them that's hilarious. They can't stop giggling like someone's over there tickling their armpits. It's craziness. Like, the dude comes over and he's like, She might die. Fucking the camera goober over here is so excited. Like he's like zooming in, trying to get like the last moments of like the air that she'll get from the surface before she goes under, praying that maybe this is the moment that he's able to bond close enough to the streamer where she might give him a peck on the cheek and thank him for his service. Like, she is surrounded by these henchmen that orbit her, just swarm her like mosquitoes on a pile of dog shit. And this is something that was prevalent throughout the entire stream. They're literally just there to try and have sex with her, is what it seems like. No one enjoys being around her. They don't like her company, from what I can tell.
Yeah, we have, like, phones and stuff, so that would freaking suck.
Would you be able to hold this for 1 minute? No. Is it because you're afraid of getting called a simp?
Yeah, 'cause I don't like it.
They're saying you're alpha male. You're not a simp.
Not.
Yes, they are. They're saying
Absolutely,
alpha. Everybody's saying alpha male.
Okay.
Sorry to say, brother, but I've got to diagnose you with a very severe case of simp. You might not like it, but it's a tough pill to swallow. That is literally what you are. Textbook definition. All of the insects that are around her fall into that category. When I went through and watched the stream, all of them seemed like perpetually annoyed by her, but were trying their best to hide it. And they're used as punching bags by her and her community to laugh at them and insult them. Like, how could, like, it's so pathetic. It's not just her that's pathetic. It's the people that surround her, too.
Please, God. No, she's floating.
Drowning.
I'm gonna fucking kill her. She says she's drowning.
Oh, this is bad.
We leave.
Oh, this is bad.
Invaluable assistance provided by her and her team of dweebs. They just read chat messages and laughed at it, which obviously is helping her get to safety. She's out there drowning, but luckily all of the chat messages that the streamer and her team were reading were helping lift her to the surface and carry her to shore. They just fucking left. They recognized what was going on. They recognized the very real possibility that this woman might die, and they just said, alright, I'm outski. Time to bounce. We're gonna scram now. Good luck. And they just leave her there. That's fucking insanity. And they laugh about it because people like her don't treat the other human beings around them as if they're real people. To her, everyone else is just an NPC, a prop that she can use for content and nothing else. That's the extent of their presence in her world. And once they've outlived their usefulness, she doesn't care about them, which is why she clearly doesn't give a fuck that that woman might drown out there, because she doesn't even view them as a person. That was just a piece of content for her, so she has no qualms about just leaving.
She says she's drowning. She says she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered the lady.
No, I didn't. I swear.
I think you literally.
No, I didn't. Let's go. Dude, she's drowning in the lake.
God, there's a fire truck. Nah, this is bad.
Like I said, I was initially skeptical when I saw this clip blowing up on Twitter because she has a history of faking shit. So I thought this might be another scripted thing just to get some, like, rage clicks to her stream, which I always think is a dumb fucking business decision. But when I went back and watched all of this happen as it unfolded on the stream, this does seem very real, because that fire truck does show up at, like, a very quick time from the second that she gets in the water and other people are, you know, catching on to what just happened, to them telling the streamer and her friends to leave. The fire truck pulls up only a matter of minutes later, so I'm guessing they must have called 911. They sent out the emergency response team to save this lady who can't swim. So it all does seem real. This doesn't seem like it's all just a bunch of fucking smoke and mirrors here as some kind of, you know, ingenious supervillain play from this kick streamer to try and get a couple extra viewers. She is just a piece of shit. She actually would have killed that woman if there weren't others around to call 911. That's unfathomable to me. Not only did she not do anything to help, but the dudes that are with her did nothing to help. All they did was laugh at the situation where someone's life was actually in danger. That's so fucked up.
I did not know she was mentally ill. I thought she was just trying to have fun. I thought she was drunk or something. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What? Wait, why is she just here though? If she's like mentally ill, does she just like roam around the like area? Of course this happens like what? 30 minutes of my stream? Like I spent time convincing someone to jump. See, now she's just floating in the water. I think she's on drugs.
I just had to toss this little turd nugget in here as a little bonus clip. This is after she convinces the woman to jump in the water and she leaves the dock. She tries to like play the victim here where she's like, "Oh, of course this happens 30 minutes into my stream. This selfish, mentally ill woman comes up to me and, well, I have to try and exploit her for content, so I convince her to jump in the water and it turns out she's mentally ill. What's she doing here? You know, getting me in potential trouble 30 minutes into my stream. Oh my goodness gracious." Playing the victim is her bread and butter, by the way. That's her signature anime finishing move. She always defaults to playing the victim in every situation that she causes. If I had to give her like one compliment, I'd say that she's talented at being a professional victim. She always does shit like this. So even in this situation, where she even knows she is 100% in the wrong, she goes on Twitter after this all blew up and said, "The lady wanted to swim. They told me to leave and stop filming. That's why we left. And she got the help she needed and is fine. Stop dragging me. Allah." What she did is indefensible, and she knows that. I watched the stream. She mentioned it and wrestled with it in her fucking empty little noodle multiple times about how she might have killed that lady. And she just doesn't care that much about that. All she cares about is whether or not it's going to lead to a viral clip and maybe a couple of extra viewers. That's it. And then she goes on Twitter and is like, "Oh, actually, everything was totally fine. We couldn't help because they told us to leave." They told you to leave because you weren't helping. You caused the problem and then did nothing to actively try and help in any way. So obviously they would want you out of there. You could have still done something to help. You could have called 911. Them telling you to leave doesn't just fucking, launch an EMP that disables all your electronics where you can't dial 911. You could have called for help if you didn't want to actually get in the water and try and help her yourself. Like, it's so stupid. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible excuse. It's not something you can ever possibly make an excuse for, but she still tries to get a couple like wah wah French cries in here, trying to drum up some sympathy for herself, even though she is just a piece of shit. Plain and simple. All she cares about is making people mad, so that way maybe people find her fucking awful streams. That's it. So I bet she is smiling right now. And in fact, I know she is, because I was watching her stream as I was making this video. She's live again. She doesn't care. This is a good thing for her. I think she's seeing more viewers than she was previously, so I bet she thinks this whole thing was absolutely fucking worth it, because she's not going to face any repercussions for this. It doesn't seem like anything's going to come from it, like on a legal side or criminal side or anything like that. So to her, this was just a smart play. Almost killing a woman on Kick for some extra viewers. So yeah, this lady super sucks. I think she is fucking terrible. That's really about it. So yeah. Jojo Siwa. Even just saying her name elicits a involuntary response from your body, having your face kind of like crumple up like you just ate a warhead or something really sour. Because you always know when Jojo Siwa's name comes up in conversation, it's something embarrassing. Now, I will say, on my short list of idols, she does make it into the top 5 because I think she is truly the best dogshit dancer this species has ever produced. And I am a big enthusiast of bad dancing, so her classic Karma's a Bitch seizure, as well as her guilty pleasure stinky treasure dance routine here. This whole one is a masterpiece because there's not a single move here that looks good. Especially this finale, this is by far my favorite part, where it's kind of like some kind of monster walk. That's like a walk cycle a rubber hose cartoon would use when a villain shows up to the scene. But the point is, I love bad dancing, and no one does it worse than she does. Many of you know, I'm actually somewhat of a pioneer myself, the creator of the classic Where's My Hug At? And I've actually been in the lab cooking some new stuff. I don't have a name for this yet, but it kind of combines the Habbo Hotel dance animation with a little bit of like robotic Roomba maneuvers, so you can do like little circles with it. But I'm already getting lost in the sauce. I'm not here to talk about Jojo Siwa's dancing, I'm here to talk about her scamming. You can now pay $900 for the VIP package to be an unpaid roadie for Jojo Siwa. If that sounds familiar, it's because Gene Simmons just announced this exact same deal for $12,500. I made a video on that like 2 weeks ago. So Jojo Siwa really just took a page out of Gene fucking Simmons' playbook here. It's almost one-to-one. She copied Gene Simmons' homework. So here's what you get for the VIP package. The Dream Guest Experience, you get 1 general admin ticket. You can watch the show from any designated audience area of your choice. You get an exclusive invitation to JoJo's live show setup before Q&A and sound check with JoJo. You get to help her put together the show with song selection input, which I'm just going to call fucking barnacles on because there's no way she's going to let any goober who pays $900 for this get to have any say in what she performs. Like, this is definitely already pre-selected shit. An exclusive autograph of JoJo memorabilia worn during the show, so you'll get to wear her sweaty clothes that she performed in. Yeehaw. Access to her pre-show sound check and a Q&A. A pre-show meet and greet and a photo opportunity in front of the VIP backdrop, so that way everyone will know you wasted $900 so they can shoot spitballs at you and make fun of you. VIP exclusive merch, a commemorative VIP laminate and lanyard, early entry into the building with priority access, pre-show merch and shopping opportunity, a VIP host. So you're not just working for free, unpaid labor, you are paying to have the privilege of working for free for JoJo as a roadie. It's a beautiful scam, it really is, and I actually think there will be people that make this purchase. I just have a strong hunch that there actually will be some pitiful souls out there spending $900 to get fucking shit-stained breeches that JoJo wore during the show and setting up the show for her for free. But maybe I'm just being a Scrooge. Let's hear it from JoJo herself as she tries to sell us on this dream VIP package experience, because maybe there's more to it than meets the eye.
I mean, there's so much to tease. I am really excited because I wanted to create a show that wasn't just a concert, right? I have all these songs that I love to sing, but I was like, I want to do something more. I want to create, a party environment. I want to create something that feels very, immersive, interactive, intimate. And so I really did that with this show. And so, you're going to get the concert that you want to see, right? But then...
How innovative. Making a concert into a big party. AKA... what concerts kind of already are in the first place. This is a bunch of mumbo-jumbo here. This is gobbledygook. Like, you're just describing a concert. I just went to a Deftones concert. That shit was a great big party. It was a lot of fun. I don't exactly know what she's going to do to make it more of a party. I guess maybe she'll toss a beach ball around that everyone can start hitting, and maybe she'll, plant kegs and beer pong tables and flip cup around there. I have no idea what she's doing to make it more of a party. I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you she so desperately wants to be unique, and it is so cringe how hard she tries to stand out with weird fashion choices, really off-the-wall stuff. She does it on purpose, leaning into it full well knowing people make fun of her for it, but it's just, to me, kind of sad how hard she wants to be viewed as really quirky and zany for the things that she wears when she performs and stuff. So in here, she's got the football pads on. I don't even really know what that is. It looks like the armor the Saiyans wore when Nappa and Vegeta came down and met Goku for the first time. But if it was set in the My Little Pony universe instead of Dragon Ball.
There's going to be a DJ set run by me. There's going to be an interactive game with the audience where they have a chance to win a sick prize.
It's going to be beyond sick. It's going to be dope. I have no doubt that prize is going to go ballistic. It'll be like a fucking half-eaten Subway sandwich that she had for lunch that she'll toss into the crowd if you complete her trivia game or whatever she's going to play with the audience.
And I read that there is a chance for fans to get close and personal with you.
There is.
What can you tell us?
There's one, and this is the most exclusive VIP, where you actually are going to get to come while we're loading in the show, and you're going to get to kind of help us set it up and make sure things are right and test out, the drum with me or the DJ booth with me. You're going to kind of...
You're describing a job, JoJo. This is labor. You're supposed to be paid for these things, not pay for the privilege of doing them for you for free. It's an interesting proposition. Gene Simmons really did just blow open a whole new door for insufferable assholes to exploit their fans here for these VIP packages. I don't know if this was common before Gene Simmons, but I'm pretty confident JoJo saw that from Gene and said, I want to do that. I feel like that's where this spawned from. That's just a hunch, though.
get that. Then we're doing another one where you just get an exclusive backstage tour. We're doing this fun thing where you get a little bit of show memorabilia. So there's different things that are used within the show that we will replace every night. And so we will give that to those top tier, we're calling them dream guests on my show, like dream guests on my podcast, but dream guests on my show.
The title makes sense. These are dream guests. These are the most brainwashed drones you could find that will actually pay you tons of money to work for you for nothing in return. I guess, other than, of course, maybe like some grease-stained clothes that were worn during the performance. That's enough, I guess. But, yeah, hearing her describe it, I'm still not sold on the value. Still don't think that's worth 900 clams to go work for free for the Jojo Siwa tour. Now, I got a little curious. She is coming to Tampa, and I was tempted to buy the $900 package just to see what that's like. I wouldn't pay $12,500 to move around Gene Simmons' oxygen tank and get fucking coffee for him while he berates me and demands that I change his diaper. But I would consider paying $900 to help set up Jojo Siwa's song selection and fucking, I don't know, the sound check and bring in all the equipment or whatever else was described there. Like, that would almost be worth it as a joke, but I don't think I'll actually do it. It just seems like the joke immediately loses its luster when I show up there and just get put to work. Like, I paid for this package. Now I'm working fucking 6 hours or 8 hours, however long it is to set this up. And then all I get to do is listen to music I don't like. She doesn't have a single song that I could even, like, wiggle my finger to. And I get cursed with some kind of special grade cursed item that she wore during the performance. Like, it just... The idea of it is silly, like, paying to do that as a joke. But actually doing it, I would be so ashamed. But I just wanted to mention, I looked it up, she is coming to Tampa, and I thought about it for a second. So yeah, I think this is a terrible VIP package. I don't think it's a good idea, I'll be honest with you. That's really about it. So yeah. I posted a video 2 days ago that showed myself and some of Florida's top minds getting together using math and science to figure out exactly how this woman named Lily Phillips was going to try and accomplish the inhuman feat of having sex with 1,000 men in 24 hours. Like, that is something that Stan Lee would be recruiting for his Avengers squad in real life. There's also been doctors coming out urging her not to do this. It's too extreme. This will be a cooter catastrophe. And I think the experts are right in their concern here. I may not be a vaginal scholar, I don't know everything there is to know about the vagina, but I do know that 1,000 of anything is a lot. I would probably get winded and need to go to the hospital if I chewed 1,000 pieces of gum in 24 hours. Couldn't even imagine 1,000 penis. Like, this is one of those things that I think could probably even kill Wolverine. Like, if Wolverine tried to take 1,000 dick in the butt, his ass would die. That he wouldn't be able to regenerate that, even with the adamantium and regeneration factor at play. Like, this is something that is actually unbelievable that she's going to try and accomplish. The human body wasn't designed to withstand that level of pounding. And we had more questions than answers, so I went to the source directly, asking her, about strategy and all kinds of different questions, and she actually got back to me. A lot of people have been wondering, did she respond? And the answer is yes. So yesterday on stream, before playing Path of Exile 2, I got together with the chat and we started to come up with a list of questions that we wanted answers to. So I'm going to show you how that went and I'll give you an update on everything there. But I know you also have a question right now, which is, where can I get that beautiful, classified Moist Global hoodie? Well, you can go to moistglobal.com to pick up this bad boy. This classified line is all about aliens and redacted documents, because I love that shit so much. So there's hoodies, there's sweatpants, there's a beanie and a hat. The hat has a cute alien on it, but I left it at the warehouse because I was wearing it yesterday. It's a great line. Check it out. Just saw the video about the girl trying 1,000 dudes is crazy. Yeah, the little, like, Grand Slam sampler. She actually got back to me. When Matt and Danny hop on, we can start getting our questionnaire together to figure out exactly how she plans to tackle 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. 1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common, but 24 hours? What? 1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common? I don't know about that. I don't know where you're getting your data from. Anime or something? I'll tell you right now. Quad digits? Not common. I haven't even jorked it 1,000 times. That's true. That's a really good question. I bet I also haven't reached 4 digits on masturbation. Rookie numbers? Well, I've never done more than like one peepness stretch like a day. So we'll do some math. Probably started when I was, like 12, 13, so about 17 years worth of experience. And then I didn't, like, even going through puberty, I didn't masturbate much. So we'll do like an average of like, let's just do like 3 times a month. We'll use that number here. I'm going to break out the calculator. So if I did 3 times a month every year for the last 17 years, I will have only played the skin flute 612 times. But then it's impossible to know for sure, because then there'd be some months where I'd do more, where I'd get like really feverish. But I think it'd be close. I don't know if I've actually done like 1,000 jerks 3 times a month. Yeah, I really did not hit it that hard back in the day. How's she gonna find 1,000 men to sign up for it? She has applications. She's doing a casting call. I don't know what the requirements are, which is a question I'd like to ask her. I'll do like a bullet point format. What are the requirements of the athletes that apply? Is it to completion? What counts as sex? Ooh, that's another good question. Will they be tested? Because I imagine she doesn't want to contract like 1,000 STDs, so... what about STD concerns? Do you have, like, what would be like a vaginal masseuse? A gynecologist? Probably not a gynecologist, but someone to, like, 1,000 dudes in 24 hours, like, her pussy's gonna blow up. Like, you won't survive. You'd need a professional, but I don't even know what professional would specialize in that. So I don't know how to ask that. I guess here, I'll do it all-encompassing. Do you have a pit crew? I'll put in parentheses in case she doesn't watch NASCAR or F1 or anything. Team that will help. How will she eat or pee? Another good question. Are there bathroom breaks? Food breaks? Catering for athletes? Nice. Maybe they can prepare themselves beforehand and immediately... That's not even going to be a good speedrun strat. The only real speedrun strat you can do for this is you would start naked, so you don't have to waste time taking clothes off. So you just have a queue of 1,000 naked men, and it's just like a assembly line that you go down. That's the only way. That's the only real speedrun shortcut. That's wrong. You'll also need lube. Oh, good question. That's a good question to ask. How do I ask that? Lube question? I'll just do lube question mark. I don't even know how to phrase it. I think she'll know what I mean. Is she going to start from smallest to biggest? That'd be a good strategy. I don't think it'd save time or anything, but it would definitely help with pain, I would imagine. Will there be fluffers for the next 10 or so dudes so they aren't soft when it's their turn? I already asked about, like, her pit crew. I'll specify fluffers, though, because I imagine that has to be a necessity here. I don't even... Man, my questions read like a caveman asking them. Will there be team of fluffers so time isn't lost on softness to hardness? I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. I'm not asking questions in a coherent way. There, that's a much better way of asking that. Will there be a team of fluffers so time isn't lost waiting for erection? Because you could lose a lot of time on that. And especially if if they go past the 1 minute 26 seconds allotment... because someone can't get hard, you'd have to like throw out the contestant and bring someone in quick, because there's no way. You'd already lose too much time. I will ask that though, because I imagine optimal position would be doggy, right? That'd be the quickest entry, and they wouldn't have to worry about like going on like like splaying out. I said, what position is used for optimized speed? Yeah, I'll just start with these questions, and then if more arise when Matt and Danny get here, I'll throw it to her. I already asked if it's to completion and everything. All here, just so that way we're all on the same page. The questions I asked were, what are the requirements of the athletes that apply? Is it to completion? What counts as sex? What about STD concerns? Do you have a pit crew, team of experts that specialize in pain management? Do you have a team that organizes the participants? Are there bathroom breaks, food breaks, catering for athletes, lube? Will there be a team of fluffers so time isn't lost waiting for erections? What position is used for optimized speed? There should be a few hundred on the bench just in case. Where is this going to take place? A place where you can fit more than 1,000 people? No. So, at our round table meeting about it, we concluded that what's likely going to be the case is people are going to have time blocks. So it won't be 1,000 dudes all at once in a queue. It'll be like probably batches of like 20 dudes that show up at this time, another batch of 20 dudes that show up at this time. That kind of organization would be my guess. Because you're not going to find a place for 1,000 naked dudes. Like, not even Ram Ranch can handle that amount. So it's going to be blocks and showing up.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Also, Lily responded, so I tossed her a bunch of questions, so hopefully we'll get some more clarity on that soon.
What was her response?
Oh, she said that she thought it was fun, our conversation, and she'll answer all the questions that we have. So I sent her a huge list of questions, and now they're not there anymore for some reason, because it said she has vanish mode on, so I don't know what that means.
Ah, shit. Now the real question is, did she approve us to go shoutcast?
She didn't say anything about that. Vanish mode is a feature on Instagram that lets users send messages that disappear after they're viewed. Oh, that's nice. That means she viewed it. She's probably just she's probably just talking with her team about the answers to the questions, what she can share.
Yeah. She printed that out, put on her reading glasses, and she's putting thoughtful responses to each question.
She got out a cup of joe.
So, I saw some comments on the video saying even Lisa Sparks has come out and said like the news was very exaggerated and it was only like 150.
I just mentioned that a little bit ago too, that apparently there's a lot of debate on even if it's real or not. I read a little bit about it. I didn't know Lisa said it though.
That's what a comment said. I did zero research to confirm.
Good. The way it should be. This is the chat. So she has vanish mode on, and I sent that whole list. So now that whole list isn't there anymore. Does that mean does she still have the list, or do I need to double text her and ask if she has the list? Yeah, I know it means she read it, but can she still like access it? Because there was like fucking 15 questions on there. There's no way she remembers all of it.
No, I'm sure she wrote it down on a notepad.
If she read it and closed it, it's gone. Okay, I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. I'm just gonna say, hey, did you get my questions?
You've decided you're going to type it in the way that sounds like you're like, hey, why haven't you responded yet?
I have no other way of asking it.
Why don't you just say, they disappeared on my end. Do you still have them?
That's a much better way. 24 hours later and still radio silence on the questions, but I wanted to give you all this update because I'm getting asked about it so much. I asked a bunch of questions. Hopefully we'll get some answers to them at some point, and even if we don't, eventually come, the Super Bowl of sex, we'll see how it all plays out, I suppose. But yeah, just wanted to keep you all in the loop on this. That's about it. So yeah. I just saw something really cool. It's a sugar daddy shopping spree stream.
It's about if you want me to have them. It's not about that.
We're gonna take those.
That's so badass. We'll take them both. What Princess wants, she gets. I'll just go ahead and take a little extra money out of my grandkids' Christmas cards this year. So this dude who looks like someone tried to create David Hasselhoff in the Soul Calibur character creator is the sugar daddy of this streamer, and she did a stream where he just bought her a ton of shit.
Wait, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Did you show me that?
Wow. I'm obsessed. Terry. You have no idea what she just did.
Unironically, he might not know what he just did. He is old. He looks like he was around when they first invented chocolate. There's a good chance he forgot that he just bought you this. You shouldn't be taking him to the mall to just buy you a ton of expensive items. You should be getting him some fucking Metamucil. I've made fun of sugar daddies for a long time. I think it's one of the more pathetic things you can do. I have more respect for people that lick public toilet seats clean, to be honest. But seeing it unapologetically streamed here and putting a face to the title, it was just like a new level of sad. This guy throws on the leather jacket, puffs out his chest, and just starts buying his kitten everything under the sun in the hopes that she'll fall in love with him. Even though it's super clear from the stream, she's just using him as a piggy bank and that's it. And even beyond that, it goes a step further. She's now streaming it. So using him not only as a piggy bank directly, but also as a prop for even more money through her stream. It's also not the first time she's streamed a date with the sugar daddy. She streamed like this entire outing of expensive indulgence, and it seems like she's got him wrapped around her finger. It is a coin block, and she is Mario just jumping and popping all the coins out as often as she can here.
Thank you. No. I know, and I've been wanting it for so long.
That's what you said.
Oh my god. I can't even believe it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Oh my god.
That little glitch in the footage seemed like something straight out of a horror film, like the videotapes from The Ring. But yeah, he'll spend oodles of cash for a quick peck on the lips and a brief hug, and she'll usually laugh about it, look uncomfortable, and then show off the items to the chat. Now, I watched some of the date stream she did with Terry, and then I watched some of this shopping spree stream as well. She actually treats this guy like she's taking care of her senile grandfather.
She's helping the customers that are buying shit. He said, where does she go? To the people that are fucking paying. Come on, Terry. I'm gonna start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me shit at this point. Love you, Terry, but come on, bro.
A little peek behind the curtain there. Who could have seen this coming? She doesn't actually care about Terry. What? Oh no. That just shattered my whole universe. Who could have imagined? I also can't help but just be in awe of her gluttony. He just bought her some expensive shit and now she's like, might have to just start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me things. Tick-tock, Terry. Come on, you're awfully slow here. Let's get this farty sharded. I'm going to need more expensive items. I haven't had my fill yet. I'm not satiated. Terry, you might want to really start jogging over there and get her attention so you can buy me more things.
You were talking big game, and then we get onto the field, and suddenly you're underperforming, which is fine. I'll pay for my own fucking bag, but I want to leave with a fucking bag. I love you, but you know.
What an angel. Terry, you lucky dog. It's easy to see why you've fallen head over heels in love with this saint. I almost threw $100 at my computer screen. When she was complaining right there, I thought, no, she needs this money. Someone hasn't bought her something in minutes. She's gonna starve. I just can't believe she actually has the gall to get this angry in public and on stream about Terry not buying her enough. Saying that he talked a big game but now is underperforming after already buying her some expensive shit. Come on, man, wake up. I truly will never understand this whole sugar daddy mentality. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't fucking work here, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for somebody that does. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. My sugar daddy isn't paying. Yeah, my sugar daddy's here. Look, wait for him to come in. He told me he was talking big fucking game, right? Get in here, suddenly. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it doesn't look matter, bitch. It's for me. It doesn't look matter, bitch. It's for me.
I can't even put on any sarcasm for this part. It's just too insufferable. She is fuming, throwing a temper tantrum because Terry hasn't bought her enough. And she starts whining to just normal people in the store about it as well. Just exposition dumping, just throwing out all of the lore about this. well, my sugar daddy said he would do all this, and then he hasn't done that. What the fuck? Like, how can you have so little shame?
Okay, let's get that and let's go.
Let's do it?
Let's get that.
Really, sweetheart? Stop.
Let's just get that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We don't have to. We can walk out right now.
We'll go ahead and get it. Okay?
You better get it while he's saying yes.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and get it.
It's just so painful. I'm guessing Terry got stun-locked for a bit, fighting with the devil on his shoulder, arguing about whether it's a good idea or not to keep buying her all of these things. He eventually did cave in and buy it for her. But I really get the impression, since he took a little while to think on it, really just let it marinate, let the juices stew, that he doesn't have, like, $1 billion to just be pissing away thousands on a girl who treats him like a fucking zoo animal. Like, it feels to me like this is a guy who's just been really manipulated by this streamer, and now he just keeps spending more and more money to try and make her love him. Of course, I could be very wrong. This could very well be like a superstar sugar daddy with 50 sugar babies, all of whom he's letting suckle from his bosom, his financial bosom. It's very possible that he's got his financial teats and his udders just fucking spurting milk all this money to tons of different women. I have no idea, really. But just the fact that it took him a while to decide to buy this for her makes me think that he really had to consider that financial decision.
Let me know if you want me to pay you back.
She's excited. Get something right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be right back. So much. Ma'am, did you get taken care of? Not yet.
Dude in the background knows this is a bunch of barnacles. His expression really sums it all up. It's so fucking weird. She hits some Fortnite emotes while she celebrates getting this man to spend more money on her. Even drops the "I'll pay you back" line, knowing full well she has no intentions of doing that whatsoever. And if Terry did actually say, hey, can you pay me back? There would be hell. It would be scorched earth. It would be the last time Terry ever saw her face. She would lose her mind, go ballistic, go off her fucking gourd.
Cheers, sweetheart. I'm looking at you. You're beautiful.
You're so sweet.
And you're fun. And you are pretty fucking smart. I try to throw stuff by you, but I tried 3 or 4 things. I didn't get anything by you.
Thank God.
But I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue.
You can keep trying. One day, if I'm really drunk, you'll get me. But I couldn't drink today. I was driving.
Okay, no D&D. No drunk and driving.
Terry,
Okay. Got him.
my Tiffany bracelet, my necklace, the purse.
The purse that we...
And they say chivalry's dead. Romance, like something out of a fairy tale. Terry, she's not pretty fucking smart. You're pretty fucking dumb, man. Open your eyes. You're being used for your clams, man. God, this whole sugar daddy thing, like I said, is just so sad. I don't know if Terry's been manipulated into this role or if he is someone who is a proud sugar daddy. That I'm not really sure of. I can't quite tell from the little bits of the streams I've seen of them together. But Jesus Christ, it is so painful to watch. Goodness gracious, holy cannoli. Anyway, I just had to share this because I could not believe that we're at a point now where we're getting sugar daddy streams. Oh, fuck. That's really about it. See ya. I still remember being a toddler, so easily startled. My parents playing peekaboo and I freak out. But then all of that changed when I watched the first Pokemon movie and Ash Ketchum turned to stone. I knew in that moment that I had to be better. I had to expect the unexpected. And since that day, I've never been surprised. Until today, that is. Casey Anthony announced that she's going to become an influencer. Yeah, the Casey Anthony. You know, the one that murdered her daughter? Yeah, she has come out of the shadows to become an influencer, and she made a big video about it. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I'm not here just to regurgitate what I feel most of you know about the Casey Anthony case. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend watching some videos or researching it, because it is one of the most deplorable miscarriages of justice since the OJ trial. It is still infuriating.
I sweat to death. Okay. Today is Saturday, March 1st, 2025. This is my first of probably many recordings.
Hopefully this is not the first of many videos, Casey. Hopefully this is the last one. Maybe the case just gets reopened spontaneously so justice can finally be served for when you killed your daughter. That'd be hopeful. Also, if you're gonna film a video, can you at least take it off of like this slant? It looks like I'm falling down like a fucking water slide trying to watch this. Got the goddamn audience with the drunk goggles on here trying to see whatever you're yapping about. Like, why would you even film a video when it's like this? All cattywampus and shit.
On a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011.
Really? That's a big statement. In the legal field since 2011, eh? What happened in 2011, Casey? Oh my god. It's just kind of sickening, because she's just gloating about it. This is like a victory lap about how she got away with murder, and now all of a sudden she's a crack-shot legal advocate. I already said I wasn't just going to yap about her case directly, but I can't help it since she just kind of brought this up here. She didn't do shit! Her lawyer worked her like a goddamn flesh puppet, like it was a ventriloquism act. Her lawyer is an evil mastermind who was able to convince a jury of lobotomites that they had been emotionally compromised by everything they had been hearing throughout the trial. Meanwhile, he was emotionally manipulating the jury to throw doubt in there so that way they would reach this impossible verdict. He pulled off the most outrageous Hail Mary. Casey didn't do shit. She also got very lucky that for some reason her searches weren't really used in court, such as things like foolproof suffocation methods. Casey Anthony is not some fucking Phoenix Wright level legal advocate. Her lawyer is the one that made the deal with the devil to get her acquitted on this.
And in this capacity, I feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
And also advocate for my daughter. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself.
Like introducing poop to a toilet. This is not the first time she's tried to reintroduce herself. She should be reintroducing herself to a prison cell for murdering her daughter. She did try and get her name back out there a few years ago with a Peacock docuseries called Casey Anthony Where the Truth Lies, I think is what it was. And it was her telling her side of things. And to me, it feels like she uses her name and infamy as a money-making tool. So now she's once again using her name and infamy as a means of having a platform online to become an influencer to make money off of her name and infamy. And what's sad, it's working and will continue to work. She has a ton of people who unironically support her, even knowing she murdered her daughter and got away with it. They don't care. That's the current climate of things. It's become very clear that no matter who it is or what they've done, as long as their name made it to a news headline or got spread around in some way, shape, or form, that person will have supporters. Fucking O.J. Simpson, before he kicked the bucket, before he met his maker, had a brief bout as an influencer. Like, it doesn't matter that she killed her daughter in the eyes of these absolute fucking troglodytes that just for some reason want to champion anybody at all.
I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity. My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to. So with that, please join me on Substack.
No thanks, Casey. I think I'll pass on that. I think I'd rather join the Cock and Ball Torture Enthusiast Club than listening to you pat yourself on the back about getting acquitted of murdering your daughter.
If you have questions, I will set up an email address where we can correspond directly. Up until this point, that has never happened. And it's only going to be on a limited basis regarding legal issues, legal matters.
Don't have any questions on legal matters, but since you're talking to us in a professional fashion, may I ask you a professional question? Where the fuck are you? What are you doing in that car right now? You can hear her turn signal is on. Or maybe she has a metronome in the car? Like, is she trying to hypnotize us through the video? Like, what is that? Why is your turn signal on? Are you filming this while driving? She's doing this at like a red light or something? Imagine being one of the poor souls behind her. She just sits in her car filming a fucking 5-minute video at the red light.
I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since 2008.
Wow. How brave. What a hero, Casey. Yeah, that platform that was thrust upon you. Time to turn it into a blessing. Right. That's very strong, very strong. I cut around some of her blabbering, but I really wanted to show you that part. She takes on this tone that she's some kind of victim, and now she's rising from the ashes like a phoenix from this circus she was put through to use her expertise as a legal advocate to give a voice to the voiceless. And now she's here to help all of us. Too fast, too furious. Casey Anthony is back. She was a victim. A curse thrust upon her, but she turned that curse to a purse where she's gonna make a lot of money off being an influencer and a legal advocate for everybody's benefit. Yeah, Casey Anthony, wee. It goes on for like another minute. I'm not gonna bother even going through the rest of it. The turn signal stays on for the remainder of the video, or whatever the fuck that noise is. But overall, Casey Anthony rebrand is pretty successful. More successful than IHOP to IHOB back in the day. That didn't go over nearly as well as the Casey Anthony rebrand. And it's really fucking sad. That really sucks. Imagine a world where you are arguing what Casey Anthony said, like as if it means anything, as if that has any real merit or value. Well, I was following Casey Anthony, and she gave me this unbelievably great advice. Oh, you were following Casey Anthony. Like, full stop, that's where I would write you off as an absolute, unstable, unwell lunatic. That you would be taking advice from Casey Anthony. But that's the world we're in right now. There are people that are now following Casey Anthony as a champion. It's so disgusting. I just can't even picture what kind of rotten dweeb maniac would unironically turn to Casey Anthony of all people for advice on anything at all, unless it's how to get away with killing someone. It's just, we've got some wild shit going on here. It's what I think to be a pretty obvious, blatant attempt at just using her name as a means of making money off people who right now, we live in a time where people will follow and support literally anybody and anything, no matter what. So she's trying to capitalize off of that. So I think it absolutely sucks. That's about it. See ya. Yeah, the Hawk to a Girl launched a meme coin. That's just like a term they use, calling it a meme coin. It's really not. It's just always a scam coin. It's made for the sake of rugging her viewers within the first hour of its launch. And I feel like everyone in the world should have seen this coming, but somehow still they were able to make tens of thousands of dollars rugging idiots.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
And so, as you can see in the community note, 90% of the token supply has been sniped and being sold on the community. Buying this highly speculative Hawk coin could result in loss. Just giving people a fair warning, which wasn't heeded. So what ended up happening is what everyone knew would happen. It got rugged. Instantly, pretty much, within the first 2 hours. So then Haley Welch's PR team made this post talking about the Hawkonomics, saying the team hasn't sold one token. Baloney. I'll call horseradish on that. We tried to stop snipers as best we could. Also, huge dirty barnacles on that claim too. And then once again a community note. The team and insiders have actually been selling their tokens since launch. Majority have never purchased anything and have only sold the token they were given. Haley is lying and will likely have to talk to a judge about this. Community note, just dropping a fucking pun on it. Cold turkey like that. Might as well. But yep. We live in a world where Coffeezilla will now make a Hawk Tuah video. That's why this tab's open here. I'm just waiting for him to drop the, the Hawk Tuah video. I'm very excited for it. The idea behind goobers putting money into things like the Hawk Tuah coin is they know it's going to rug, but they really think that they'll be the ones to capitalize off the rug. They'll pull out at the perfect time. Completely oblivious to the fact that insiders are the ones that actually make the money, not the idiots that buy in thinking that somehow they're smarter than the scammer. Like, you're not in on the scam, you are just another one of the pawns on the board. You are just another little dime into the piggy bank. You'll never beat the rug. Imagine getting rugged by Hawk Tuah girl in the year of our Lord 2024. Again, you absolutely fucking deserve it. Like, this is a scam where the only victims are the ones that actually deserve it. This is a lesson that you needed to learn. And Haley Welch took you over her knee and disciplined you. And I know they're still not going to learn their lesson. They will once again just dump into the next fucking shitcoin from pump.fun. Why can't I find the graph again? Because it's like a beautiful rug graph. Like the most... Oh yeah, here. Someone even put it as a Christmas tree. It's just like the quintessential Solana rug graph. I know, man. People are actually begging to just be scammed over and over and over and over and over again. I guarantee if Jack Doherty went live on Twitter right now saying that he's doing another meme coin, people would buy in and he'd make another 20 grand off him. Easy. You see that the Rizzler got disrespected by Hawk Tuah girl. I know you're making like a meme off of the absurdity of like the names and the shit, like just the full culture around it. But you know what's crazy? Is if Hawk Tuah girl did disrespect the Rizzler, it's the worst thing she could do for her career. She can blatantly scam these idiots on her Twitter. They're not gonna care. They'll still tune in to talk Tuah for whatever reason. Ironically, I guess. But if there was the story about how she disrespected the Rizzler, they'd all just leave her. A Rizzler level event would be the worst thing that could happen to her. But she can run these pump and dump scams till the fucking cows come home. It won't affect her. The Hawk Tuah fall off is crazy. No, what's crazy is that there isn't a Hawk Tuah fall off. She just had Mark Cuban on her podcast.
Yep.
It's disgusting. Actual industry plant that is thriving in the biggest possible way and now just full goatsy scamming her fans. Actually dropping trouser, shitting on him, and it's not gonna matter. Coffeezilla is live with a Hawk Tuah girl in a Twitter space. Oh, he's already on the case? Let's go. I had his channel up earlier, waiting for when he'd hop in.
There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us. That was listen.
You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little.
Coffee, listen to him. It wasn't them.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Right? That's how do you?
The Hawk Tuah coin for years.
Who makes the money on the
I
fees?
love that.
Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs
God.
to the project, right?
No. God owns it.
The project?
This is a.
Well, the project is over here.
Who?
Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself, right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the rug.
Day 2, day 3.
This guy's really bad at avoiding questions.
Run a project forever.
He's not even slipping out of it super effectively.
And time and people that are on this project over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing.
It is literally a nothing.
And not just do it for one
It is
day.
actually a nothing. It's a hawk to a
Who made
coin.
the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running.
Oh.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the
Brother,
Cayman Islands.
who profited? Over $1 million was just
I'm
made.
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not.
It's just is it a force of nature? Who owns it?
That are
It's so simple.
Because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say.
No rug pull.
Defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
It's like taking a shit and telling me there's no poop.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No,
why
you're not.
He just denied it. Hold on, I'll pull this up again real
You
quick.
guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day 1 from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
It is literally a scam. Actually a
You
scam.
can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
Well,
and I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
This one's different, Coffee.
You, Coffeezilla. Let's track your wallet.
Turn it around.
Over here, why don't you tell Coffeezilla what we're doing with this project?
Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why
I love the who pays you Coffee.
So people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much?
What just happened? They muted him.
I just got muted.
That must have been a glitch.
Yeah, so I mean, like we as mentioned, like we raised a 17% strategic allocation that was done at a 16.69.
Oh my God.
Valuation. You know, we tried to kind of keep that kind of premise here was that we had the restriction, like we heard the request for us to do this in a public manner, and I think that we having consulted with like
You were saying fucking nothing right now, and you're saying it with a big lisp.
I guess like the legal.
He's about to just start talking about dedicated wham.
Daily, and kind of mitigate any kind of consideration.
This is nothing. Just answer the simple questions Coffee is posing. Who owns it? Who made the money?
Americans. That 200 people participate. A lot of people within the industry that were very supportive of the vision. Because I think that they
Why even listen to this bullshit if you muted Coffee? Because he's got to unmute him at some point.
I think that
Coffee and Connor Eats Pants are in here spamming thumbs
that
downs.
This could be like a little bit of a paradigm shift. I mean, like I said, nothing that we've seen thus far with
it's a hawk Tuah rug pull shitcoin, man.
In a sustainable manner.
He's yapping about nothing.
Of longevity of an extended time frame, and we're just trying to try something different, right? Like I said, we went back to first principles and kind of tried.
Did they answer any questions yet?
No. The way that we think
no.
Makes sense, but we kind of felt ultimately that was probably the best representation of who were her true fans.
These are actual just filler words of nothing.
That,
actual
like,
nothing.
Running this initiative that
he's speaking just.
into the hands of the
That's
people
all.
that have been most supportive of her and like kind of really engaged with her.
Holy.
I just want everyone to, be respectful.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, this is
you guys hear
something
me?
that means a lot. Go ahead, FaZe Banks.
Appreciate it. I just heard this guy blab about pretty much nothing. And repeat the same shit that he said the first time around. You said something about Web 2 in layman's terms that just basically means 90%, 97% of all the tokens owned were were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were like,
No, that's not true. It's not true.
yeah, yes, it is true.
You can see it.
No,
You
it's
you
100%
you
true.
can see it.
Brother.
Yeah.
You're talking about some fucking, what did you say, in the Cayman Islands?
It's how you legally launch these
No.
types of things. It's a foundation. But listen, this isn't a bundled scam. This is and prove that they were not sold by us. So the bubble map stuff was totally false. It's not what happened.
Oh, so this is all a lie.
Over here, maybe you can.
They're the trustworthy ones at the Hawkonomics.
Allocations to these different wallets, and clear up a lot of this. These allegations that are just false.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of like.
Oh God, not this guy.
The different wallets and stuff like.
Whoever guided you in this, or whoever directed you to do this, or gave you the advice to do this, you should fire them immediately. And yeah.
Yeah, I just want to jump in here.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Thank you, FaZe.
Was that a Looney Tunes sound clip? What was that?
Ugly launch, cool. There's day 2. There's day 3. There's day
Bulletproof
4.
response. Bulletproof. That's how you handle it.
Every single day memeing. The key is to actually onboarding her real, true fans. This might not be for
Sounded
everybody.
like Sandy Cheeks.
It's not a big deal to us. We ain't going anywhere. Haley's not going anywhere. And the Hawk Tuah meme is definitely not going anywhere. Yes, they were from the deployer wallet, but they're put into wallets for her true fans to claim. They were not sold. None of
You have
them
to unlock
sold.
the true
I just
fan
want to make that
prestige
very,
level.
very, very clear. But listen, it's all love. I understand everybody around here is kind of used to the same thing. There's only one way to prove that this is not just like everything else, which is just not give up, right? And keep going and keep doing everything, that you possibly can.
Inspirational.
Right?
Inspirational.
To keep it pushing. And the
He's
only
right.
way that it's a rug or the only way that it's a scam is if you give up on it. And that's the one thing that we can say is no one's given up on this.
Mm-hmm.
So over here, or if you want to ask Haley some questions, let's Haley is somebody who's an incredible person, and she's had a lot of fun memeing. She really enjoys X. I think we have to really stick with the facts.
What the fuck?
And we can show all the transactions, right? And we've had them analyzed now. We can show all the transactions. That's the thing, is like the blockchain doesn't lie. And we will publish those transactions.
You just said you were literally just saying that it does sometimes when it makes you look bad.
Yes, it got 90.
Blockchain doesn't lie.
It was 3%
unless
97.
It's doing something bad for us.
That was held back.
No, I mean, I just wanted to be like, obviously Haley's been through a journey, and this launch has obviously gone the way it's gone. But yeah, I think that maybe it'd be helpful for the community to kind of hear. Haley's story, because ultimately,
they're trying so hard to push it onto Haley right now.
The coin and stuff like
Guys, we need to think about Haley's feelings. We only told her that she was going to make a ton of money from this. She didn't know it was going to be a rug pull. Haley, take it from here. We're going to leave.
Everybody resonates with Hawk Tuah as a meme. It's like one of the most viral memes of all time. And I think people have been making a lot of money off derivative works, and people have launched a bunch of fake tokens, which is maybe the launch didn't go the smoothest.
That's one way of putting it. It didn't go the smoothest, huh?
Showing up every day, trying to run the project. I think Haley's here for the long term. Ultimately, her career is just kind of starting, and she's accomplished a lot of amazing things in this short period of time. And obviously resonating.
Thanks, membership, Jack.
Really strongly with the global audience. And I think I think it'd just be useful for color if Haley was able to kind of share a little bit about that original story, because I think it helps kind of paint the picture here a little bit of how she's constantly tried to build community and use what she's built to kind of engage the broader community and be very inclusive, and she's done a lot of cool stuff around charity, and I think she really cares about dogs and stuff like that, and I think it's really cool to see.
What are you saying? What are you saying, man? What in the world?
I guess cool with what she's been able to get.
I went over to Haley's house one time, and she let me in. She let me in the door, invited me into her abode. Me. This woman is an angel.
Yeah, I don't know if Haley, that's something you're comfortable sharing with the community, or if you feel like it's a little bit too too sensitive or how you feel about that. But I definitely think that it's helpful for the community to have that color.
Yeah, guys, I'm just here to have fun. I don't really have a full head wrapped around this whole thing, but I'm figuring it out every day, and I'm here for the long term. My skin's getting thicker every day, and the hate's not going to stop me. I'm here every day trying to work on this and get better at it, but I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, thanks for summing that up. I'm glad I lost all my money. And now it's all good. Hey, you're having fun? All right, that's what it's all about.
Tough, and this was a learning you can integrate in all these different things she's doing, including her podcast every Tuesday. I mean, she literally, you know, is talking about her meme token on a really big podcast, on a charting podcast, and onboarding and talking about, you know, these memes, all different types of memes, all different memes that everybody holds. In this
now I'm just getting an advertisement right now. Can I skip the ad?
Bringing awareness to it, so it's like. It sucks that everyone like wants to, you know, see it fail.
It did fail. It immediately failed.
Of it.
Well, it didn't fail for you guys.
I think, like,
you guys made out.
In week 2, in week 3, found it. So I mean, that's my belief. That's why we're doing it. We're doing something, you know, super innovative in my opinion.
Innovative.
You know, with the meme token.
Dag nabbit, he's right. We've never seen something like this before.
Go ahead, man.
They won't unmute Coffee. They refuse to unmute him.
I completely agree.
I would urge you guys as well to share at least what you know now, because while people are here, you know, they really
for sure. You know, I mean, like I said, like, I mean, it was, I haven't, you know, like, I mean, the bubble maps, I don't know why it's showing, like, you know, if it's showing like 12 holders or whatever it is, like, but like, you know, we distributed.
Hey, way to explain it. I don't know why it's lying.
How many,
I'll have to investigate why it's lying.
I mean, like I said.
Sad part is crypto bros probably think they're telling the truth. I can promise you, I think even the most delusional would look at this and listen to this and be like, oh my god. Oh my god, what have I done? I got fucked.
Investors, you know, like,
if they're not gonna bring Coffee back, I'm just gonna leave. This is nothing. This is just actually nothing. This is this man talking in circles with a list.
We tried our best to curate.
Haley did it. You know, her team, little shady. I don't think they've done a good job of explaining this. But Haley, man, how can you even be mad at her at the end of the day, right? She said she's having fun. And that's all she said. And what else do you need at the end of the day, huh? You know what I mean? So yeah, you lost a lot of money. You got rugged. Fucking Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing. Am I fucking right? You go again. You buy the dip. So that way her investors can make some more too. Holy. Again, if you bought into this expecting to make money on it, you're a fucking idiot in the first place, to be fair. Putting money into a Hawk Tuah coin. Christ. Hawk Tuah coin was 100% unlocked on launch. That always will rug if you have people buying in with zero unlock. This team pre-sold tokens for millions and then are crying that they didn't sell and blame it. Oh, nice. I don't think there's anyone in the world that actually believes the developers here. Like, I don't even think the most delusional of, like, crypto bro would find anything that they said compelling. So I feel like this is one of the very few cases where people are like, oh, that was just a complete scam from the get-go. Which I feel like people should have been able to know immediately with the Hawk Tuah girl making a fucking crypto. Is some Jack Doherty shit. It is. It is actual Jack Doherty shit. Except hers is somehow even more egregious. Oh yeah, I'm surprised they were even doing that call in the first place. Usually when it comes to a big rug like this, the people just vanish. Meanwhile, those two goofballs were somehow taking it in a Twitter space, pretending that it wasn't a scam. So, I mean, they talked about innovation. That is an innovative new strategy to rug pulling. Usually they just disappear. I wonder if she even knows what crypto is. I can say with at least 85% confidence, Haley Welch just learned what Solana was a week ago. After this space, when Coffeezilla eventually got kicked from the Twitter space, he started his own to explain to everyone exactly how this rug pull worked. He explains it far better than I ever could, and it's actually a lot more intricate than I thought it was for a rug pull. There were more moving parts to it, and even more nefarious, scummy dog shit that was happening behind the scenes that Coffeezilla highlights. So it's more than just like the simple pump.fun rug pulls we've been seeing a lot, like with Jack Doherty. This was a full red alert, DEFCON, premeditated, malicious rug pull that aimed to scam the shit out of people. Now, I do believe most of the victims here were basically just people that gamble on things like this, like meme and shit coins. I don't think a lot of like Hawk Tuah enthusiasts, you know, all of a sudden set up a wallet to participate in the Hawk Tuah coin. I imagine it's most people that were gambling on it. But even still, her scamming this many people and making this much money, her and the team, I guess I can't say her for sure because maybe she personally didn't make a ton of money, but a lot of people behind the scenes did, and Coffeezilla explains how much and where things were going and how it all worked.
Let me start with something really basic that most people need to understand about what they're doing, the little switch they're doing. They keep telling you guys, and everybody's falling for it, with this strategic advisor grift, okay? They put 3% into the public decks. Meanwhile, they pre-sold in these SAFs at like, I think they said over $10 million valuation. I'll have to have somebody correct me on that. But over a $10 million valuation. So they pre-sold these tokens. Why do you think people bought these tokens? They knew that they could rug because they told people, well, there's no unlock. So if there's no unlock for pre-sold tokens and you think it's going to launch because you got this girl who's going to use her brand and use her popularity to all of a sudden pump up this coin, there's no unlock, you're going to dump into this. So two things happen at the same time. There's a lot of confusion about it, but two things happen. One, you have a sniper who jumped in at the very beginning, minutes after launch, because they tweeted out the contract address like idiots, like amateurs. Actually, the dot guy said they knew it was going to get sniped, which is crazy. I think that would be criminal if it's true. If you know your thing's going to get sniped and you launch it anyways, but whatever. So they get sniped. That guy walks out with millions of dollars. But then they put fees on top of that. They put a 15% fee on the decks. So guess who's raking in the money?
Not Haley.
I tried to ask.
Can't be Haley.
Haley said our foundation made it in the Cayman Islands. We wanted to obey the law, so we left the United States. We went to the Cayman Islands. Everyone knows that's how you obey the law. You go to the Cayman Islands. So they went to the Cayman Islands, and their 15% fee supposedly goes there.
That's true. We did hear them say that.
So they made millions of dollars right off the jump, even before they didn't even quote. They knew it was going to snipe. This sniper made millions. They made millions, and then they pre-sold for millions. Okay, everyone follow me so far? Then you have strategic advisors who are dumping on retail, and they're making millions. Who's making nothing? Well, it's everyone else.
We've seen time and time again road rage just break people's brains. There's something about that anger that is so potent that it has people just do the most unhinged things. Like a week ago, I made that video on the Florida man road rager who got so upset he dropped his britches and started shaking his weenie at a family in a car. There's just something about road rage that has people snap and get real freaky like they just took K2. And now today we're talking about another incident here with the infamous Delco pooper. Just look at this menace. Look how proud she looks of herself. Some of you might know her by other names like Sally the Stinker. Probably don't know her by that name, I just made it up. But the point is, she has now rose to infamy because a video has surfaced where, in a bout of road rage, she approaches her opponent's car, takes down her britches, and then aims the brown balloon not at the hood and blasts it. And I mean like Nickelodeon Slime Time blasts it with her poop. Fecal matter all over the hood of that car. And then she was arrested for it. It's very interesting stuff, but there's actually more lore behind it than you would expect. You see the video of the lady who shit on a car like projectile type. Yeah, I was talking about her during the watch party. I forgot her name. But yeah, she like fucking Cleveland steamered a vehicle. It was incredible. That one was awesome. That's all hell breaking loose. Doubt I can show the video. Well, maybe this. The news probably censored it. It's really cool. She fucking shotgun blasts it with poop.
She is seen defecating on a car hood.
Biological
this is
warfare.
All after an apparent dispute with the driver. NBC 10's Lily Zhang was in Prospect Park as the suspect was taken into custody.
Wow, I didn't read her quote. So the pooper was identified as 44-year-old Christina Solometto of Ridley Park, taken into custody last week, charged with a string of offenses including criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, harassment, indecent exposure, and depositing waste on a highway. Is that a... Can't say I've seen that charge before, but her statement, she told authorities it was clean poop. I didn't even have to wipe. Wow. She stated, I wanted to punch her in the face, but I pooped on her car instead and went home. I'm gonna tell you right now, Christina, ain't no such thing as a clean poop. No such thing as a free meal. And it was actual diarrhea. That's like the furthest thing from clean. She just lets it crust.
The police chief for Prospect Park says he has seen some road rage cases. That video
God, look at the way she approached. Oh man, yeah.
Shows a woman.
The full video, you can see it where she's like walking up, hands on her britches. She's charging her alt, and then she just in one fell swoop drops trow, and she just blasts it like a grenade going off on the hood of the car. It was unbelievably impressive.
Identified Thursday as Cristina Salameto walking to another woman's car. The 44-year-old sits on the hood, or not showing the most graphic parts of the video.
And again, that's not an accurate statement. She doesn't really... I mean, I guess she kind of sits on the hood of the car, but it's more so she's like in front of it, and she just explodes it out like a Roman candle.
Including when she appeared to defecate on the car.
I like how she said appeared to defecate. We're not sure what it was.
Puns, innuendo, and the same sense. Like, to be able to poop on a car like that was impressive, but it was disgusting.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. She had to go.
Thanks, Pat.
Christina, do you have a comment? Salameto was brought to the Prospect Park Police Department Thursday in handcuffs, offering no remarks.
What is the
She
charge?
faces a number of charges,
Enjoying a shit?
including indecent
A succulent
exposure
runny
and
poop?
depositing waste on a highway.
The recognition a town gets over this kind of thing, and sometimes this is how it presents.
You gotta see the video where they arrest her. Someone asked her what she ate that day. Oh, they got boots on the ground for the actual arrest itself, too? Alright, I gotta watch that then. I highly encourage you to check out the video. It's one of the more impressive uses of the human colon, I would say.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
That is 44-year-old Cristina Salameto being
There is no regret on that
Prospect Park
face.
Police car, but you may know her by this now viral video. Police say the Ridley Park mother is the woman.
Look at how quickly she gets in and out. This one's censored a little more generously. She's in and out in like 10 seconds, and she does all the dirty deeds immediately. The speed is impressive. Like, honestly, everything about it was about as best it could go for her.
As she was getting arrested, Salameto says,
I have a sickness.
She didn't elaborate on the sickness, but the bizarre case has now gotten international attention. Not the kind this police...
Wonder what sickness that is. That's a blunderbussy. Well, that's certainly one word for it. I'm sure we'll hear that nomenclature used in court when an expert witness is called to the stand. People can shit in a thunderbox, however not on a car when they gotta go. Where's the justice? The hell is even that? What is a thunderbox? People can shit in a thunderbox. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I got it.
Can you tell us what happened?
The lady chased me. She chased me and I asked her not to attack me.
She chased you?
I have a sickness.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
You said she chased you?
Yeah, she chased me. And I got out and begged her to stop.
Better to do this in the her side of the store.
Yeah, I love that. This is biased! You haven't even heard Delco Pooper's side of things! What do you... Stop it! You can't possibly form your opinion on a 44-year-old woman shitting on the hood of a car without hearing why she did it. The plot has been getting thicker every day. A reporter just discovered she's a foot fetish OnlyFans model, and he legit asked her if he's willing to make scat porn for him. The article is called We Spoke with the Delco Pooper. What? Oh, here, is it from, Philly Magazine? Oh yeah, here. Wait, is this it? Must be. We spoke with the alleged Delco Pooper. I like how it's alleged as if there's someone else that might have been responsible for the shitting. We don't know if it was her or not. We're not positive. Though she did openly admit to it. And we have her on camera doing it. Could have been anyone, though. Maybe a frame job. My timing was a little off last night. Phone rang just before 5 p.m. Missed the call. It turns out it was from Christina Solometto, woman charged with being the Delco pooper. Sent her a message earlier in the day when I learned her identity, but before court records confirmed it, she called me via FaceTime from her Facebook account under Christina M. Shithead. What? Well, that's also her Instagram handle. Maybe she really does have a sickness. Maybe she is like an actual scat fetish performer or something. Imagine you trace her origins back to like 2 girls, 1 cup or something. I reached out to her again later in the evening. She wrote back, "I'm lawyered up." This suggests she wasn't going to say anything else, but then she had another thought. I was not the angry one. She's referring to the other party in the road rage incident. Well, no one ever claimed she was angry, just that she was shitting. So she runs an OnlyFans account named Neen, with the handle Neen's Toes. You can subscribe for $8 per month. From her OnlyFans description. Hello fans, Neen here. Now I'd love to show you my pretty toes decorated with your favorite color nail polish. Sometimes decorated in jewelry. Tiptoe with me and you'll see. Come with my feet and toes on a fabulous journey beyond your wildest dreams. We'll also take special requests. Don't be shy, just ask. Huh. Wait, this is real fucking journalism. I felt like it was not only ethical, but indeed my avowed journalistic duty to get to the bottom of this. Regarding your OnlyFans account, I know that some women on OnlyFans specialize in scatological porn. I texted the accused Delco pooper. Given the events of your week, I was wondering if that's something you delve into. A brief pause and then, you want me to fucking shit on you. I want 5K and I'm bringing a bodyguard. Okay, the bodyguard's not necessary. You really think someone that likes to get shit on is going to be like a threat? That's going to be like the most weak-willed human being of all time. That is a broken human being. What an interesting twist. So if someone asked you to shit on them, you would go alone. I'd probably bring a friend, just because it'd be so silly. But I don't know about a bodyguard. But yeah, I probably wouldn't go alone. That's fair. How'd that conversation even go if you had to bring a friend? About if someone paid me $5 grand to shit on them? They'd probably just want like a cut. I don't think it'd be that weird of a conversation.